You guys, I'm telling you, and I've said it a million times, your daily habits, if I saw them, I could predict your future. Show me a man's habits, and I'll tell you his fucking future. I got here not by coincidence. My daily habits brought me here. It started off very simple. An early wake up, reading and reflecting from the top personal development individuals and mindset writers on deep understandings of our mindset and how we operate, then into a strenuous workout, proper macronutrients daily. I mean, think about that. That's mind, body, soul growth in 2024 format. So I built myself this way, and I was working this way for years. Then I dropped all vices, all drugs, all alcohol, went out the window. Now the clarity was just massive. I knew what I was doing was correct. I had never felt so good in my life. I knew my purpose. Everything became clear. I started getting a direct connection to above, to where these messages were. They weren't simple messages. It was a direct line of communication with God. And I was always saying the universe and calling it this because I don't want to push people away from the message. I'm not saying Jesus, this or that. I'm just saying our Creator will speak to you when you're in flow state. You will be in flow state, which is otherwise known as inner peace, not knowing time as it passes by. So deep in your workout, when you forget about everything the sensory world has placed in your stressors, in your stress zone, and in your mind, everything falls away. And you're just in that workout. At that place is when you channel. I get there as well during this content. I get there as well speaking to people and conversing and communicating with people when my intention is to lift them up. If my intention isn't positive to lift them up, obviously the communication doesn't bring me into flow state. So anything that's fully aligned with your purpose on this planet will induce flow. Some people it'll happen mostly during writing, reading, by speaking, conversing with others, guiding, leading, becoming the source of what you seek for others, and peak physical performance. These are all areas that induce flow drastically. Now that's the time where you're tapping into these messages, these downloads. What you hear during that moment, you can't ask for it. You can't seek it. You can't wish for flow state. You have to separate from this environment where the man-made constructs of our sensory world attack you. My bills, that girl, this problem I have, oh my God, all your fears, all the bullshit. You have to get truly present. And when you've lived this way long enough, really answering the call from your conscience, you'll start to be real honest. Most of you guys, if you stepped in the mirror, it would be something physical. It would be, I need to change. Like if you stepped in the mirror and said, what? And just listen to your conscience told you to change something. Most of you guys, it would be like dropping alcohol or drugs or a vice or getting in better physical shape. Why? Why would that be what you're being called from inside to be? Because that's God right in your heart. That is your conscience. That's conscience congruency. Everyone from the dawn of time said your conscience is the authentic voice of God. And why would you be called to make a more physically fucking perfect form? Because he wants people to listen to you. He wants you to guide people with this message that you're finally hearing. And then he's going to bless you with the message tenfold so you can get it out there. And he's going to make you grow. He's going to make you change. He's going to make you so much more attractive in every way, which is your energy. And you're going to be very attractive by people who want to change. They're going to be drawn to you. And then also the evil people, the negative people, they're going to be drawn to you too. Because man, there's nothing that irritates demons more than the light. And those people who are still operating from these negative vices, this negative life, you fucking irritate the shit out of them. It fucking boils their blood. And you guys have to know, those that are favored by God are favored by the devil just as well. So when you see so much love for Wes Watson and so much hate for Wes Watson, this is what's happened since the dawn of time. And don't think Wes Watson is comparing himself to God and all this. You're the exact same as me. You just haven't started walking your path deep enough. It happens an eye for an eye to how much you grow and how much closer you get to that form we all naturally exist in. We all naturally exist in this perfect form, but our world brought us so far away from it. Your parents didn't really know how to feed you or teach you how to exercise or fill you with knowledge. That we were given video games. We were given shitty food. We were given all this stuff. And I'm not saying it was given to you by your parents. It was given to us by the constructs and the systems around us that everyone calls normal and looks to as creature comforts. Now, the kids are going to fucking whine and cry and want these things. And the parents are going to give them because they just can't handle it no more. To where you're going to get down this road of building someone who's too weak to even hear these messages because they're vice-riddled, eating candy, not working out, seeking instant gratification through TV and video games. So all those constructs are the exact opposite of what taps you into that natural voice inside you. So when I was in prison, I turned my TV against the wall. I picked up those books of quotes that were filled with the wisdom of the ages from all the top people who had tapped into this universal message. That wisdom is universal. It's infinite intelligence. That's why people from the dawn of time and every era has spoken like me once they connect to above. Alignment is an antenna above. And once you're aligned, which is very simple, and everyone overlooks because they think it must be very complicated, but only stupid humans complicate shit. It's very simple to just wake up tomorrow and do the first thing. Apply the first thing your conscience calls you to apply. Without fail, keep that in your life. The next day or next week or next month, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Till you remove everything that's keeping you from your natural state of consciousness, which is high frequency as fuck. The low frequency shit only comes from the constructs of the sensory world that was created by man to keep you from your power. You have the power. Everything that already exists within you to heal anything that's ailing you. I love you guys. I know a lot of you are starting to understand high frequency and low frequency states. High frequency is basically you walking in Christ's footsteps. That's Christ's consciousness. That's God. That's fucking enlightenment. That's the top pinnacle of universal fucking transmission of energy and frequency. And the bottom of this pyramid is the devil got his grasp on you. It's guilt, it's shame, it's anger, it's rage, it's fear. And you're just being pulled down into these feelings. So whatever you want to look at it as, pure physics and energy, frequency, and vibration, or if you want to look at it from a religious standpoint, they both fucking fit. I love you guys. I know you're understanding this. Keep it simple. Just assess how you're feeling from the frequency chart. See where you're sitting on that chart. And then use one of these tools to heighten yourself. Peak physical performance, reading from the top, wisest people that elevated past the constructs of the sensory world, proper nutrition, and becoming the source of what you seek. The quickest way is peak physical performance. And then when you get really good at this, becoming the source of what you seek for others, like I am now, will also happen. I had a problem happening to me right before this video. A problem that would cripple most. Arguably one of the worst problems that men can face. And guess what? During this video, I separated fully from the feeling of it, and I left that anxiousness, I left that pain, I left that feeling that just makes you shaky and uneasy and your stomach hurt. I left it behind because it works. I love you guys. Let's go.